Welcome to The Explainer. We're here to break down classic stories, and today we've got a real gem for you. So, have you ever wondered how one tiny mistake, like, say, grabbing a drink of water, could land you on the gallows? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. A wild story from 14th century Italy, a tale from Boccaccio's Decameron that spirals out of control with thieves, a panicked lover, and honestly, one of the cleverest lies I've ever come across.
All right, so our story kicks off in Salerno with a setup that's, well, it's so classic it could be a modern-day soap opera. We're talking about a very dangerous love triangle.
Okay, so who's in this drama? First up, we've got Mazzeo. He's this brilliant but, well, old doctor who's totally consumed by his work. Then there's his wife. She's young, beautiful, and feeling completely neglected. You see where this is going, right? And to complete this very risky picture, we have her secret lover, a young guy named Ruggieri. Yeah, this is an absolute recipe for disaster.
So the whole thing gets started because of this one little object. Dr. Mazzeo, being the medical genius that he is, whips up this super powerful sleeping potion. It's for a patient, for a really painful surgery. He pours it into a water jug to let it cool down and just leaves it by an open window. He has absolutely no clue what kind of chaos he's just set in motion.
And this is where it all goes wrong, folks. The doctor's out for the night, so his wife invites Ruggieri over. While he's waiting around, he gets super thirsty. He sees that jug of what he thinks is water sitting by the window, and, well, he chugs the whole thing. And that one simple thirsty mistake, it's the spark that lights the whole bonfire.
Yeah, so that potion, it works a little too well. Ruggieri just collapses. He's out cold, in a sleep so deep he's completely unresponsive. When his lover and her maid come in and find him, they try everything. They shake him, they scream his name, nothing. To them, he doesn't just look asleep, he looks dead.
So now you've got what you think is a dead guy in your bedroom. The wife completely panics and makes let's just say it's a terrible, terrible decision. The plan is basically born from pure terror. If a dead lover is found in her room, she's ruined. So they got to get rid of the body. They find this big wooden chest, stuff poor unconscious Ruggieri inside, drag it out into the street, and just leave it next to a carpenter's shop. Problem solved, right? Just hope it disappears.
Of course, leaving a big, mysterious chest in the middle of the street at night is pretty much asking for trouble. It's going to attract attention. And in this story, it attracts exactly the wrong kind.
And here's where things get even crazier. A couple of local moneylenders stumble upon the chest. Their eyes probably light up, thinking it's full of treasure or something valuable. So they pick it up, haul it back to their place, with no idea what or who is actually inside.
And you can just see the dominoes falling, one after another.
The potion starts to wear off. Ruggieri slowly comes to, and you have to imagine his confusion. He's trapped in a dark box. He has no idea where he is. He moves, the chest crashes to the floor, and bam! The moneylenders wake up, see this guy climbing out of their stolen chest, and immediately tackle him, assuming he's a burglar.
So Ruggieri is in a truly impossible situation. He's got no credible story to tell. Just try to explain it. Well, Your Honor, I was visiting my secret lover, drank some magic potion by mistake, she thought I was dead, put me in a box, and then these guys stole the box. Who's going to believe that? The judge sure doesn't. He's tried, convicted, and sentenced to hang the very next day.
But just when it looks like it's all over for Ruggieri, the doctor's wife hears the news, and instead of falling apart, she comes up with an unbelievably clever plan. We're talking about a lie so perfect, so intricate, it might actually be able to bend the truth and save his life.
So here's the brilliant part. She sends her maid to the judge to confess. But it's a totally fake confession. The maid is going to claim that Ruggieri was her lover, not the wife's, and that this whole crazy mess was all her fault.
And this is why the lie is pure genius. Think about it. It's the only story that explains everything that happened. Why was Ruggieri in the doctor's house? Oh, he was the maid's secret lover. Totally scandalous, but believable. How did he end up unconscious? Well, she gave him the sleeping potion by mistake, thinking it was water. An innocent, tragic error. And how did he get into the moneylender's house? She panicked, thought he was dead, and hid him in the very chest that they happened to steal. See? It connects every single bizarre dot into one neat, plausible package.
So the judge hears this totally shocking new testimony, and now he has to look at the entire case in a whole new light.
And what's incredible is that the lie actually holds up. The judge starts asking questions. He talks to the doctor, who says, "Yep, I made a sleeping potion, and the jug was empty." He talks to the carpenter, who says, "Yep, my chest was stolen from outside my shop." Every single piece of the maid's story gets confirmed by someone else. The lie, for all intents and purposes, has just become the truth.
So let's look at the final scoreboard here, because it's wild. Ruggieri, who, was guilty of adultery but was totally innocent of burglary, he gets acquitted. The moneylenders, who were the actual thieves, they get caught and have to pay a fine. And the wife and the maid, the masterminds behind the whole cover-up, guilty of adultery and perjury, they get off completely scot-free. It's like justice was served, but it was all based on a lie.
And just like that, Ruggieri walks away from the gallows a free man. A brilliant lie manages to restore a strange kind of order to all the chaos. And our two lovers, well, against all odds, they're free to continue their affair.
So this whole story leaves us with this really interesting puzzle, right? The maid's confession was a total lie, from top to bottom. But here's the thing. That lie was the only way the real truth came out, that Ruggieri wasn't a burglar and that the moneylenders were thieves. It's this amazing example of how cleverness can beat back just plain bad luck. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? In a messy world full of chaos, is a lie that gets you to a just result better than a truth that leads to an injustice? It's a thorny question about what justice really is, and it's one that Boccaccio leaves us thinking about all these centuries later.